Welcome back to Mass Effect 2, everyone. So, we picked up a new squad mate in the last episode. He's called Grunt. He is a genetically engineered Krogan, grown in a test tube by Dr. O'Keefe, who sadly died. Well, I suppose, not really sadly, really, but it was kind of, that was his lasting legacy. And we let him out of his tube. He decided his name was Grunt. And there's not really much to say about him. Because he's a blank slate, right? He's got no stories to tell. So his first experiences are going to be with us. Whether he'll betray us, leave us, I don't really know. We're getting quite the unique band of characters here. We've got the former Solarian Special Forces. We've got the former Alliance member. We've got the genetically engineered perfect human in Miranda. We've got the genetically engineered perfect Krogan in Grunt. We've got Garrus. We've got Zaid, the kind of cutthroat mercenary. I definitely feel closer to the outsiders than I do to the insiders, if that makes sense. Like, I feel closer to Mordin, Garrus and Zaid, whereas I'm unsure with Miranda and Jacob how much I should be kind of trusting Cerberus. I'm still on the fence with that. It feels like this is going to be our ship for the whole game, and we're going to be with Cerberus. Maybe things will shake out differently by the end of the game. I'm unsure, and I think Grunt is just kind of there. I won't really know what to make of him until he's been on a few missions. He's done a bit with us. But in the interim, just after the last episode, I did do a bunch of scanning, so I think we can buy some new stuff. Yeah, we can get this AP sniper rifle upgrade. Increases damage by 50% against armor. So this will benefit Zaid and Garrus because they carry sniper rifles. It's a lot of platinum, so let's just double check. We can afford double platinums. Can't afford anything for the ship. Oh, that's a bummer. This is for Grunt, and I probably should take him on the next mission. Claymore heavy shotgun. Armoring scientists produced a single prototype for Grunt in violation of Council Space's weapon safety standards. The recoil on the Claymore is enough to break a human's arm. So I need to choose what to spend my platinum on. I think we take the AP, just because that's so good, right? Against armor. This is okay. I don't feel like healing is too important. Yeah, I'll take this Krogan shotgun. Sweet. So that's all the scanning I did. But before we go and investigate those two solar systems that had something interesting, we've got some catching up to do in the Codex. So we'll have a glance at the secondary entries first. So we've got something on non-council races. Oh, that was it. Krogan Blood Rage. That's what we unlocked. Okay. Feared throughout the galaxy as nightmarishly violent warriors, Krogan are both aided and hobbled by their legendary Blood Rage. In the grip of that madness... There we go. Sorry. In the grip of that madness, Krogan become seemingly invincible, but are merely totally unresponsive to pain. Blood-enraged Krogan fight regardless of injury level, to the extent that Krogan shorn of all four limbs continue gnashing past brain death until total somatic death. Wow. Wow. The supremely resilient, hyper-violent Blood Rage is the synergy of two aspects of Krogan neurology. The first aspect is a positive feedback loop in which adrenaline, also activated by fear or rage, suppresses serotonin, the brain chemical that induces serenity. It suppresses serotonin. The second is the overdeveloped Krogan limbic system. In Krogan, as in humans, fear or rage shifts mental control from the frontal lobes responsible for reasoning to the limbic system, responsible for aggression and survival. During that shift, Krogan and humans exhibit diminished capacity for logic and self-control. Some interesting points here. I mean, obviously, if you've played Disco Elysium, you know about the kind of references to MacLeod and the triune brain theory and the limbic system. And MacLeod was one of the kind of people who was really the person who discovered the limbic system, really. And while his triune brain theory doesn't really hold true, the theory was that the human brain went through kind of 3 evolutionary stages of growth, where it started off small and then the layers were added as we became more developed. And the first layer, I'm forgetting the specifics, it's a long time since I actually read about this. I'm forgetting what it's called, but the first layer is the reptilian brain. There you go. Is regarded as like the animalistic part that's more focused on survival instincts and more focused on fear and anger and kind of defeating the enemy, and that's kind of what's, you know. And then it developed. The next stage would have been the mammalian brain, which is more concerned about childcare and progeny, and then the neo-mammalian brain, which would be the third layer, which is what what we utilize mostly now. And I always remember, interestingly, when we were doing stuff about the frontal lobe, one of the things that's consistent in people who are serving prison time for violent offences or re-offenders for violent offences. I mean, violent offences are the things that people consistently re-offend with. And I think it's something like 80% of people who are serving prison time for violent crimes have some sort of frontal lobe damage. So, in your forehead, at the front there. And basically, yeah, it comes down to, it's kind of like a weird chicken and egg situation. Like, were you already violent and then you got in fights, you sustained damage to the frontal lobe through repeated impacts, that affects your ability to control your temper, then you get in more fights, you sustain more damage to the frontal lobe, and then it's kind of like that loop. It's like a loop where you can't control yourself. It's the red mist. The red mist is to do with the frontal lobe, and this is what this kind of rage that it's talking about here shifts control from the frontal lobes, which is what's kind of I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to do with violence, the frontal lobes controlling that kind of instinct. I mean, people who have problems with gambling can have problems with the mental lobe. They have, it just impairs your judgment, right, when you have damage to it. So interesting here. So yeah, during that shift, Krogan and humans exhibit diminished capacity for logic and self-control. Yeah. I mean, one thing I've always found is that when you're in a kind of situation, I mean, your brain will prioritize certain functions in certain survival situations, and I always find my memory is often impaired sometimes if there's been a moment like that. Yeah, because I mean, your memory isn't a priority if you're in the middle of a fight, or if you've fallen off something, or anything like that that's dramatic. Yeah. Prior to the ecological devastation on Tuchanka, blood rage was extremely rare among the Krogan. Back then, while all Krogan were capable of heightened anger and violence in fight-or-flight scenarios, almost none experienced insensitivity to pain. Huh. Prior to the ecological devastation, right. The 1% who did were those suffering serotonin suppression. At that time, Krogan society regarded the condition as pathological and medicated or imprisoned sufferers to protect them and society. One thing I always remember when you would write papers about anything to do with mental illness, you were never allowed to use the word sufferer or suffering. You were never allowed to do it. It always had like a red highlight around it, like a patient or whatever. You never referred to them as sufferers, which I did by accident a few times early on. Following nuclear ecocide 4 millennia ago, evolution selected only those Krogan afflicted with blood rage for survival. Huh. Today there is no living memory among the Krogan of a life without mindless, murderous fury. They almost... I mean, when you talk about like evolutionary decisions and paths, like I always think about like when you think about human evolution, like because we evolved from orangutans, that's where the evolutionary split was, and then the split went to one path led to gorillas and one path led to our human ancestors, right? And you know, the gorillas kind of evolved more physically, whereas we evolved more neurologically, I suppose. So you know, that nature can just prompt you in different directions. But interesting here that the Krogan kind of evolved away from a more, I don't know, it's still a cerebral development, right? But it just makes them less in control, I guess, right? Because the blood rage kind of trumps their ability to think in a reasonable way or a rational way. Interesting. Okay. Like there's that one thing I always think about when I think about frontal lobe damage impairing people's decisions, right? I like, I mean, I like watching quite a lot of combat sports. Like I like watching like a lot of Muay Thai and MMA and stuff. And one thing that I always thought was like a clear trigger of someone who had definitely looked like they had frontal lobe damage. You should watch the fight, right? There's a fight between Cody Garbrandt and Pedro Munoz, a Brazilian. And Cody Garbrandt, you used to hear these stories about him fighting with his brother growing up, right? Just fist, like beating each other like half to death while they were growing up. And but he's a very technical fighter usually, but he's kind of seen the red mist in fights before. And just one thing that happened in the fight, he was fighting really technically, in and out, doing really well against the Brazilian, who was more of a pressure fighter. And then they both kind of stepped in to throw a punch at the same time, and they clashed heads on the forehead, right? And Garbrandt's whole demeanor completely changed, right? He went from fighting smart and tactical, and he just started walking at the guy with like the red mist in his eyes after the clash of heads on the forehead where the frontal lobe would be. And he just started winging right hooks, like with no defense at all, no responsible like form on it, just trying to knock the guy out after fighting really measured the whole time. And that to me was like I know it's anecdotal, but it was like a clear example of someone who's probably got like extensive frontal lobe damage, and that switch going where he's just kind of bashed it again, and then the decision making is just gone. He can't think clearly. It's fascinating to watch. You guys should check that out. Okay, pursuit. Sorry, I've just been chatting on about that. Dependent on light. It's a Saturday episode. It's going to be like an extra long one. Dependent on light. Oh, sorry. Pursuit tactics. Sensors can't detect objects moving at faster than light speeds. No ship can be detected at interstellar ranges. Detection at interplanetary ranges suffers from light speed lag. Observers see ships not where they appear to be, but where they were when the light bearing their image left them, minutes, hours, or day before. To counteract lightspeed lag, battle fleets surround themselves with spheres of screening and scouting frigates. Yeah, I guess the eye can only see things at certain speeds, right? Pursuers can't detect ships and directly intercept them. Instead, pursuers track where objects were, where they were heading, and at what speed they were moving. Such data reliably predicts an object's future location and for pursuit along its light-lagged wake. Ships try to evade pursuit following erratic zigzag courses, requiring pursuers to make stops to update their projections. I mean, you can kind of test the limits of your own eyes. If you ever, you know, if you look at a waterfall for too long, it's called the waterfall effect, I think. Or if you stare at a spinning wheel on a car that's going above a certain speed, and you eventually it reverses, even though it's still going the same way. You know, if you're looking at the waterfall, if you look at it for too long, because it's moving faster than your eyes can keep up with, your eye kind of just responds like a muscle would. It can't keep up with that, so it inverts the image to the other way, and then once it gets too tired doing that, it'll go back. Same with the car wheel. You'll see it going clockwise, and then your eye can't keep up with it because it's moving too fast for your eye to keep up with for a significant period of time. So it just starts going, it reverses and goes the other way. Oh, that's not what I meant. Right, secondaries. What did we have? I don't always like reading the ships and vehicles stuff. We've got the narrator here, though. Sorry, buddy. Okay, the Blue Suns. Founded by notorious Batarian slaver Solem Dalsara, the Blue Suns began as a Skillian-verge protection racket providing genuine protection from slavers and pirates. Eventually captured by the Systems Alliance Navy, Dalsara beat almost 24 charges to be convinced on a single count of conspiracy. The slaver benefited from the tutelage of cellmate and brilliant con artist Bernard Legit's Ledger. Upon release 5 years later, Dalsara incorporated Blue Suns as a legal security agency. Today, the Blue Suns boast a galaxy-wide force of Batarians, Turians, humans, and Krogan. Each deployment is backed by a logistics corporation selling everything from heavy weapons to shaving cream. Despite claims that the Blue Suns sell its captives as slaves, no Blue Suns employee has ever been convicted on such charges. Many Blue Sun members sport the company logo in tattoo form, removed during assignments and reapplied at mission end. Removed. Fair enough. Alright. I'll read the other things at a later date, because it's ships and vehicles and stuff kind of goes over my head at times, and I've just wasted a bunch of time at the start of the episode. Okay, no new messages. Right, Kelly? Right. Okay, so there were 2 other solar systems to go to. I will have to do the scans while we're here, because we're going to leave this solar system before too long. So we needed to go to Ammon and check out this relic as well. So we'll go to Ammon, then we'll drive back, refuel, and go to the relic. Neath has an anomaly on it. Let's check that out first. Did I read all of these while I was here? I don't think so.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yeah. This might be not an actual on-ground mission. It might just be something we detect with the scanner. Okay, cold and dry. Neath has a thin... Is this a Scottish world, maybe? I don't know, that sounds kind of Scottish. Neath has a thin nitrogen atmosphere and vast salt flats at its equator, which is warm enough for liquid water to pool during the summer period. The revealed salt is collected and sold to sodium-poor planets for agricultural purposes. During the Anna Rebellions, Neath was staging ground for Eclipse ships and was the site of their first defeat. When enemy Nahasit surprised and routed, I never know, it's rooted in British English, but we do say route, like we would call an internet router a router, we wouldn't call it a router. So we do kind of use both, whereas on it, like American English, you'd just say route for all versions of this, right? And rooted them with a superior... Routed them? Yeah, I think it will be routed here. Them with a superior force. Some wreckage from the battle can still be found on the planet today. Okay, so there's an anomaly here. We really need some platinum. This is... There's a message here. Find the white indicator on the reticule to find the anomaly.
Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
A mission? Surface scans indicate wreckage of a merchant freighter. Configuration unknown. Damage to the ship is catastrophic. Detecting movement but no signs of organic life. Huh. Let's do it. Who are we taking? Right, Grunt. You're coming for sure. I don't know if he's got biotic abilities like Rex. He's the perfect Krogan, so you'd imagine he would have them. I'm going to take Garrus as well, because we just got all that sniper rifle buff. We can't. Firing concussive shot. We need to save up extra points for Turian Rebel. Yeah, this obscures his eyes a little bit, but it looks pretty cool. Okay, incendiary ammo is useful. How do we make this guy loyal? It's crazy. Krogan health regeneration. Okay. So it'd be 1, 3, 4, and then I'd have 6 to get to 3 on the Berserker. Oh no, I've got 12 points. Krogan Pureblood. Increases Grunt's regeneration capabilities, allowing him to heal himself more quickly, and increases Grunt's weapon damage. Grunt's Blood Rage increases his health and weapon damage and gives him Krogan health regeneration. Okay, so we won't be as tanky in terms of being able to take the damage. It'll be able to regenerate the damage, but we won't be able to take it much until we get fortification. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do we spend the other points, or do I wait to get Krogan Berserker full? Oh, I just have Zaid saying firing concussive shot in my head, man. Does he do this with a shotgun? I'm going to save the points for the moment. Okay, so he's got the Mattock. Oh man, we spent all that palladium on the shotgun and it's rubbish. Longer range. I feel like these are in order of power, right? Dramatically improves armor pierce. And this has better range. Alright, we'll take the Geth one because we're not like fully upgraded yet, so I'll take it. So I get the feeling this might be Geth because
a sandstorm is approaching from the northwest. Proceed with caution.
Got you. We might need our tech abilities here. Platinum, thank you. We've got no map, so So I feel like there's going to be Geth here. Oh, I didn't recharge our med kits. Medigel. Can we go up the hills? Can't tell who's here. The colourings look like a Cerberus ship because it's got the yellow on it. Damaged what? System status report. Okay, engineering. Catastrophic damage to primary and secondary cores. Element 0 exposure levels critical. Fuel leaks through the engineering deck. Manual control of navigation possible. VI control locked out by executive command. Authorization CRAT 43279. Short range sensors offline. Unsafe planetary proximity detected at 0700 hours. Life support compromised. Life support returning to safe levels. VI control locked out by executive command again. Shields holding at 100%. No shield breaches. VI network. Combating potential contagion. VI control of critical systems locked out by executive command. Damage to communications array critical, so it sounds like they've had an issue with their VI. Right? Because they tried to lock the VI out. They weren't under attack because their shields were still at full. No hull breaches. It was due to something to do with their core on the ship, right? Alright, so you've both got concussive shot, you've got overload. So if we trigger this, do we all get it? I think that's what you guys told me. An evacuation order.
Attention all hands. We are on a collision course and losing systems fast. Report to the escape pods immediately. This is not a drill.
Huh. This is intense, man. Shipping manifest. What were they carrying? This is what we need to know. Oh man. 14 crates of reflective mech armor. Source Jahari Station. Loki mechs. Source Hane Kadar Experimental Mechanics Division. Destination ERCS facility. Emir mech. Right, this is what we're going to be fighting. Damaged mech parts. I'm scared.
Trenton, I've got a problem in the cargo bay. Marcus says the mechs in the containers are activating and self-destructing. Go check it out.
So where do we go? Oh, signal transmitter.
Multiple hostiles powering up at your location. Recommend immediate extraction.
Where are they? Right guys, let's get to some cover. Let's go.
They've seen us. They're through my shield.
Felt them. There we go.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 90%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Fire in the hole.
Nice shots. Ammo might be a bit scarce here. Or maybe not. Hey, hey!
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 65%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Time to fight!
Taking fire.
Ah! Who's dead?
Yeah, right on your ass!
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Nice job, drone. Alright, we're out of here, guys.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Whoa!
Backups always engaged.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Oh, let's just get out of here.
Shot.
Yes. I'll get destroyed by the storm. Okay, so no one else is going to end up going there. Got some platinum. Okay, interesting. So it's nice that landing on a planet is a bit more bespoke, you know? It's not like just drive around in a lot of empty space. That was at least like a nice little focus mission, yeah? Right, so I'm going to have to do some... well, at least until I run out of probes. Bast. A small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant, Bast and its moons served as the Eclipse Mercenary Company's fallback position after their defeat on Neath. Once they had gathered their strength, they leaked a false position to the Narset Consortium to lure them into a trap, which devolved into a pitched battle. Both sides claimed victory. Narset lost more ships but could afford the setback in a way Eclipse couldn't. Oh, this is poor anyway. Let's not waste the scanners. Let's try the big boys. Alright. Sekhmet. Actually, they sound kind of tied, don't they? A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to have entered Ammon's system within the last billion years. Sekhmet was the site of an important battle with the Anna rebellions. When the Eclipse Mercenary Company sought to capture the refueling stations to deny the rebels supplies, a fighter wing hiding in Sekhmet's rings ambushed them. Eclipse suffered heavy initial losses but destroyed 2 rebel carriers and forced them to retreat into faster than light speed. This was considered the high watermark of the rebellion. At no point after the Battle of Sekhmet did the rebels have a victory. Today Sekhmet is home to refueling stations and a small war memorial in orbit at the planet's L5 Lagrange point. So there's been a whole history on this side that I guess the rest of the council aren't really aware of, maybe? Moderate? Okay, we'll have a little look. We really need platinum.
Probe launched.
When it goes down to poor, we'll do one. Oh, we don't usually get element 0.
Probe launched.
At least on the planets I've
In
been to
research
so far.
projects, Element 0 is used for bioamp and omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective. Probe launched.
Thank you. Okay, this has been great. Yeah, I'll take that.
Probe launched.
Yes, please. These things don't get full up. That's just kind of the bar being full, I guess. Give us more element 0, man. Sure. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we need the platinum.
Launching probe.
Nice.
Launching probe.
Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, let's fly through the sun again. Sobek. A hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. Sobek's low-G moons were the site of many Batarian labour camps during the Anna rebellions, generating raw materials for the war. When the slaves were finally liberated by Eclipse, the mercenaries found abysmal conditions, including whole camps that lacked mass effect fields to keep the gravity at habitable levels. The widespread bone loss among the slaves was part of their master's final degradation. It would cripple them if they ever left for a standard gravity world. The plight of the slaves soon garnered galactic media attention, and several charities sprang up to pay for their physical therapy and find them gainful employment. Eclipse, normally reviled for their cutthroat tactics and criminal employees, found themselves painted as heroes. The mercenary company still retains an office on Sobek's moon, Heket, out of nostalgia as much as a business strategy. Interesting. Again, a moderate. We'll have a little scan. We need platinum and element 0. Aha!
Probe away.
Okay, it's gone back down to poor.
Launching
Right.
probe.
That'll do me. Alright. Last planet. Anna. A garden world with heavy populations of humans and Batarians. Anna was home to one of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history. A consortium of corporations and corrupt politicians, fearing Batarian economic competition due to their custom of legal slavery, passed a resolution that abolished the minimum wage, effectively re-legalizing slavery on a human-dominated world. Opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence. A civil war erupted as one side sought to end slavery throughout the system and another, primarily Batarian faction called the Narhasit, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anna rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. The Narhasit had a significant advantage in ships, labour and weapons, forcing the Anna militias to hire mercenary companies to even out the odds. In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at the cost of at much of their infrastructure. Though Anna today still has significant natural wealth, it's economically depressed save for the reconstruction industry. Okay? It's got a huge population still. 200 million. Wow. New Thebes. Thebes? Thebes? Thebe? Not sure. Sure they'll appreciate us throwing scanners in here. Give me your platinum. Like 200 million people need resources, right?
Launching probe.
And look at this world.
Probe away.
Okay, we've gone down to good. Oh, Phantom Element 0. Thank you.
Probe away. Probe away.
Give me more, give me more.
Probe launched.
It's like the worst beatbox ever, this thing. It's like trying to play a theremin.
Probe
Then you
launched.
realise you're not Tom York and you can't make it sound good.
Probe away.
Man, I do love that. I love I'm Not Here, Radiohead song. I'm not, it's the one thing you just can't casually sing without annoying someone.
Launching probe.
Okay, I think that'll
Probe
do.
launched. Probe launched.
Oh, let's just exhaust our probes. Right, last one.
Probe launched.
We're off. Oh, damn it. Every time. Right, let's go and check this relic out. I think we've got a decent amount of fuel to do that. Yep. Should be fine. Oh! It's just a normal system. Where's the relic? And this place is full. Oh, is the name of the system Relic? Are you serious? Why would you do this? Rough Tide. Huh. A dwarf planet with a shroud of carbon monoxide and dioxide that keeps it warm. Rough Tide was so named when large veins of platinum and palladium were struck and miners from all over the cluster came in to stake their claims. Hanar police and their Drell enforcers clashed with Krogan and Vorcha in an ugly series of race riots in the late 2170s, and the planet has only grudgingly kept a shaky peace since then. Hanar were fighting the Krogan, you serious? Fair enough. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to write it down. But I'm not going to scan in this system, and I'll have to come back to it if... The relic system. To scan for resources. But we're going to read the planets, because that's the fun stuff, right? There's a lot of planets here, though. Praying Mouth. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Praying Mouth is a ship-killing enigma. The Bermuda Triangle of the Terminus systems. There are many theories why ships never return from there. Undetectable space debris, old disruptor torpedoes, and magnetic mines from a long-forgotten war, even miniature black holes. But what is clear is that too many ships have been lost there for it to be happenstance. Travel advisory. Due to the large number of ships lost when attempting to discharge their drive cores in Praying Mouth, the relic system highly recommends using First Land's complementary discharging stations instead. Fascinating, man. The Bermuda Triangle. Beach Thunder. Beach Thunder. God, sounds like a ice hockey team or something stupid. Beach Thunder, or like a volleyball team, lives and dies on the price of titanium, the metal being the only reason to come to this frozen rock. The best-selling e-novel, The Hard Stuff, has popularized the story of the miners on the planet. It now follows the Hanar and Drell robo-miners competing with Krogan and Vorcha, who simply put on environmental suits and lays the titanium out more or less by hand. As the novel's promotional screed says, accidents are frequent, rivalry is fierce, and vengeance is served up fast. Alright. Fitful Current. Man, these have got terrible names in this system. Fitful Current was so named because it orbits in retrograde, indicating that it may have been an extrasolar planet that was captured by the relic system's gravity well. Large for a rock planet, Fitful Current has only traces of hydrogen in its extremely thin atmosphere. Hanar robo-miners have recovered some uranium and thorium deposits from its depths, so that's probably a rich planet. Murky Water. Despite the name, Murky Water has yet to show any signs of having water whatsoever. Its name is a literal translation from the original Hanar, who consider murky water a sign of danger. Murky water has a hazy, crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane, which brings the surface heat to boiling levels. It remains unexploited, its gravity and temperature too high to bother. So there's a lot of Hanar in this system. First Land. A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. First Land is home to many space stations supporting the ubiquitous refueling platforms. A thriving community of Drell and Hanar make their homes in orbit here, giving the solar system's robo-miners somewhere to go when the 50-hour days and nights are driving them mad. Drell. Maybe we'll get an entry about them at some point. Okay, last one. Island Wind. They sound like the name of haikus, all these. A large hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Island Wind is named for the sweet-smelling land breezes that come off the archipelagos of Karji in the evening. As tumultuous as any other Jovian giant, Island Wind has cyclones that span tens of thousands of kilometers. Interesting. Was there a planet on the outer ring? No, we've explored everything. Alright, let's go and refuel. Investigate the abandoned station.
Fuel
Really?
reserves at 50%.
Doesn't cost too much to get all this stuff. What's this abandoned station mission? No, it's not that. Must be a dynamic quest. Right. I don't remember this showing up in the last episode. Jarahay Station. Huh. Site intel retrieved. Data mining confirms the last reported location of the merchant freighter, the MSV Corsica, as the Jarahe station in the Strabo system. Possibly exists that clues pertaining to the anomaly that caused the mass malfunction of the mechs aboard Corsica can be found aboard Jarahe station. Okay, mechs. Okay, so we've got mechs, so we're going to take Mordin. And we'll take Grunt because I'm going to change his armor so we can see his eyes. Mordin because they're mechs, right? So okay, I'm waiting for everyone just to max out their kind of speciality things. I got something unique for him, didn't I? Oh, it was just his Omni tool, I think. Awesome, man. Everything's getting their own, like, custom intros. Everyone's dead. Jarahe. Can't remember what the message was we got about this. Man, this is awesome how cinematic this is. Look at your helmet, sir. Your arms are exposed. What are you playing at? Oh, I thought he was going to get one of the cool Solarian frog helmets. Right, we are saving our game. Dr. Galwind. At my suggestion, we've cut power to all systems, save critical life support, in the hopes that disabling these systems will deny the virtual intelligence the resources she needs to kill us. This is a temporary solution. We can't last this out on our own. Man, another rogue AI. VI that's turned into an AI, yeah? Wow, this is like a horror film. Locked by the VI. So we could be being led into a trap here. Restore power? Is this a clever thing to do? I'm not too sure.
Docking area power restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station. Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Why not? Power outage detected in the station. Mainframe is locked down for security purposes. Dr. Galwind, my firm belief is that the VI is paranoid about the possibility of infection. Its current homicidal behavior is likely out of an inflated desire to keep us from shutting it down. I believe that the VI is malfunctioning and that it believes our own equipment to be infected by a virus. If we continue to try and shut her down, she will keep trying to destroy us. Maybe our only recourse is to just do nothing and convince her that we're not a threat. Dr. Taliesin. That didn't work out, did it? Scared the hell out of me, door. Yeah, engineering is full of mechs. Med bay's all smashed up. Attention all docks personnel. We're expecting a shipment of mech parts from the Hane Kedar facility. Kedar. On Capek, Haskins, Titan Nebula. Make sure the VI knows to accept a docking request from the freighter MSV Corsica, Kennings. Okay, so maybe this delivery had some sort of virus, digital virus in it. And these doors are scaring me. Station.
The living area doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. Advise intruders to engage self-destruct procedures to avoid death by starvation.
Okay, station control.
2 doors enabled. All doors disabled. 2 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled.
Uh-oh.
3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled.
Oh god, it's a puzzle.
3 doors enabled. All doors disabled.
Damn it.
2 doors enabled. 5 doors enabled.
Hey! Get us out of here. Door, honestly. Okay, we've got a loot room. Sorry, guys. And just some credits, not too useful.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately.
Let's go over to the research lab first. Now, this is definitely more interesting than the Rogue VI mission on the moon, right? Huh. What is going on in here?
Research area power restored.
Another puzzle.
Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol M29-2. You have been identified as a hostile intruder.
Thank you.
Reflective
Okay.
armor prototype repositioned. Reflective 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 armor prototype repositioned.
How do we do the one on the far side? Can we even? I have no idea what to do.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
That should do it, right? Right?
Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Nope.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Okay, I think the first one's wrong.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Oh, I thought we could get it over to that one.
Reflective
Yeah.
armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Attention all personnel. A hostile presence has been detected. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Why am I so stupid? Oh, that's doing that one.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Didn't realise.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Testing area has been unlocked. All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately.
Engineering.
Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Come on, guys. Kennings, I'm positive that the trouble with our VI started after the Corsica docked with us. Telsin is looking into the VI itself. In the meantime, I need you to go through the logs and find out everything that was on that ship, Dr. Goldwins. Okay, credits, sure. Go.
Locked shields.
Damn it.
Got it. Yeah. Right, Shepard.
Simple enough.
I'm here.
You have been identified as a hostile intruder. All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses.
Everyone's dead.
Maintenance area power restored.
How do we get there? Okay, they've come back to life. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not such a reckless commander after all. How the hell do we get to that? Oh, is that the door? I guess this is where we fight the mechs. No, we just got to escape. Sure. Maybe we have to blow the place up now. Oh.
Hitting cover.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
Oh. What have I missed? Oh, whatever's in the middle of the room, right.
Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to upload central programming into docked vessel's mainframe.
No. Hacking minigame?
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately.
I'm sorry.
I regret to inform you that there is a high probability that you or your equipment will infect the station. This cannot be allowed to happen.
Fair enough. Interesting. Didn't have to fight anyone in. I thought we were going to run into mechs in there. Alright, I've no idea who we should go for next, but we need to get back to the mass relay. Quickly top off our fuel. Okay. So should we go and do Zaid's quest? Head to the Citadel? Or go and recruit the convict? I don't think we should go to the Citadel just yet. I feel like we should at least recruit this person first. But I mean, it's just because Zaid said not to wait too long before doing this. But I don't know, I don't think that we need to pay too much attention to that. Yeah, let's go to the Hourglass. Seems interesting, right? Okay, the prison ship Purgatory. How ironic of a name. I wonder which genius came up with that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight there. I will read these planets after we do this. Okay, owned by the notorious Blue Suns Mercenary Company, the Purgatory was once an ARC ship used to hold agricultural animals. Now it's used to hold prisoners, whether taken in battle or sold by unscrupulous politicians under the name of subcontracting and outsourcing. Rumours abound that the Blue Suns turn skilled or fit prisoners over to Batarian slavers, but few have ever seen the transaction and lived to tell about it. Its population is listed as 4,350, but independent journalists estimate it's nearly 3 times that in periods of overcrowding. Alright, negotiating for prisoners. I'm not going to take Grunt. I feel like Miranda might be a good shout here. We have to negotiate with these people. I'm gonna go Miranda and Garrus, I think. Right, Miranda's got some serious points here. So we want to upgrade Cerberus Officer. Yep. Oh, squad's health. Interesting. Leader increases Miranda's squad leadership abilities, giving an increased combat bonus to squad weapon damage. Tactician increases Miranda's defensive and tactical abilities, giving an increased bonus to squad health. I don't know what I will pick further down the line, but let's just get Cerberus Officer. Yeah, I'm saving up for the top ones. Okay, so we're a little bit lacking in firepower here, but we've got the AP stuff. And Garrus can do a decent amount of damage. And I like all these cinematic bits before what might be... Oh no, this isn't really a side mission, is it? Blue Suns. Do they not want us here? Right, let's make a hard save. Check our journal entry here. The convict. Jack, I've read this already, let's just refresh. Jack, no last known name. Exceptional biotic ability. Criminal background, currently in custody. Yeah, but he's being held prisoner by a bunch of mercenaries, so... He could be being held prisoner for doing the right thing, who knows. Jack is rumoured to be the most powerful human biotic ever encountered. Very little additional data regarding Jack is available, except that the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. Currently, Jack is being held on a Turian prison ship. Oh, it's Turian, not Blue Suns. They look like Blue Suns. Hey, maybe it's Caden, who knows? I doubt it. Hello there. Edgy walk.
Welcome to the Purgatory, Shepard. Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high-security vessel, you'll need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
Nope.
I can't do that.
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Kirill, and this is my ship. Your weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
No. No. Just no.
It's my standard procedure to keep my gun.
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure enough to handle 3 armed guests. We're bringing Jack out of cryo. As soon as the funds clear, you can be on your way.
Cryo?
If you'll follow me to out-processing for the pickup, Commander.
Let's go.
Cell Block 2. As you can see, we keep tight control over the population.
Oh, this is...
Each
crazy.
prisoner's cell is a self-contained modular unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals. We can put the whole place in lockdown on a moment's notice. Nothing goes wrong here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, buddy. What can you tell me about Jack?
Can you tell me about Jack?
Cerberus hasn't told you? Jack is the meanest handful of violence and hate I've ever encountered. Dangerous, crazy, and very powerful. You'll see soon enough.
How long have you been here?
How'd you end up running this ship?
I was in law enforcement on Palaven and got sick of seeing criminals escape out into the galaxy to carry on with their crimes. Bounty hunters aren't dependable. Eventually I hit upon this idea. Keep the criminals in space and the galaxy is a safer place.
So it's based on principles.
You do this because you think it's necessary?
Every day I see the worst sapient life has to offer. Governments are soft, unwilling to make the hard choices. Someone had to stand up and make the galaxy safe.
I suppose. How do you fund this place?
Maintaining a population this size in space can't be cheap.
We can cut corners that governments can't, and each prisoner brings in a fee from his homeworld. These individuals are violent,
right.
and their home planets pay well to keep them here.
Oh, right, okay. So it's like a privately funded prison. What if they don't pay? What do you do?
What happens if the homeworld doesn't want to pay?
We explain that we can't maintain the prisoner without their help, so we'll be forced to release him back onto his homeworld at an unspecified place and time.
So it's an extortion racket.
You don't have to agree with my methods, but don't question my motives. These are despicable people, and I'm keeping them locked up.
Alright, let's go.
Let's get on with this.
Have there been escape attempts?
We're in space. They have nowhere to go, and they know it. But still, we exercise extreme caution. These are dangerous individuals. We have many ways to control the population. I'm going to confirm that the funds from Cerberus cleared. Out-processing is straight down this hallway. Just keep going past the interrogation rooms and the Supermax wing. I'll catch up with you later, Shepard.
Follow the corridor to out-processing. Yeah. Right, we should read the codex entry for sure. Originally an ARC ship designed to carry agricultural animals, the Purgatory was taken by the Blue Suns Mercenary Company during a large-scale battle in the Skyllian Verge. In a years-long reconstruction of its interior, the Blue Suns repurposed it to hold sapient prisoners. Supposedly because they captured so many in their conflicts throughout the galaxy. When media outlets started investigating claims that the ship was used for slaving operations, the Blue Suns turned a public relations nightmare into a regular income source. Claiming to be in full accordance with Citadel law, the crew of Purgatory now regularly lands on planets or space stations claiming that they can no longer hold their prisoners because of cost overruns. To avoid keeping prisoners under inhumane conditions, they will have to release them at the nearest port, dumping the scum of the galaxy directly into local population. Faced with such a scenario, the government usually grants Purgatory's crew massive discounts in fuel, food and repairs as long as they go away. Some even offload their own prisoners to Purgatory for a fee, grateful to have a problem relocated somewhere other than their backyard. So such unfortunates go in the dark depths of the ship, never to be seen again by their families or contacts. Purgatory is minimally armed with Guardian defences. Though a cruiserweight ship, it relies on the Blue Suns fighters to prevent any attacks bent on a jailbreak or similar events. So the reason why they don't just execute people, I guess, is because they need the threat of re-release to their clients, right? That's kind of part of the whole shtick.
Don't even get good information that way. After a point, victims admit to anything to make the pain stop.
I have to admit, I think we brought the perfect squad here. He would be dead by now.
Is there something I can do for you?
Is this really necessary?
There's no excuse for beating a prisoner who can't fight back.
This is a massage compared to what his victims went through.
Really?
This degrades you as much as him.
We have orders.
You're not important enough to make your own decisions?
I admit, I sometimes get tired of this. Does this really get us anything useful?
Stop this. For your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. Call it off. At least for now.
He will be dead. You can't strike someone that many times.
Hey guys, over here. Let me ask you something. If you're buying prisoners, can you buy me? Man, I don't care where you take me or what you do to me. It's gotta be better than this.
We're here for Jack.
Jack? Forget what I just said. I don't want to go nowhere with you.
Why?
Tell me more about Jack.
The worst trouble you ever saw. Mixed with some crazy and way too much biotic power. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What did you do?
So, what are you in for?
I killed a few people. Only about 20 or so. And I blew up that one habitat. Small time compared to most of the guys here.
I guess. So what's it like here?
What's it like here?
Bad. And you gotta watch out. Damn, but someone's always after your stuff. Your smokes, clothes, your pride. I haven't taken a shower in 3 months.
Prisoners often get bought.
I thought this ship was a prison, not a market.
Sometimes people buy cons so they can do some punishing of their own, if you understand. Warden sells us to whoever can pay enough.
Have you been interrogated?
Why are they interrogating that prisoner? He knows something?
Nah, that's Bimmy. He don't know nothing. He offed someone in the showers yesterday, I think. Guy he killed was worth a lot to the warden. Yeah, sucks to be Bimmy right now.
Do they often kill prisoners going too far?
They're going at it pretty hard. Do they ever kill prisoners by accident?
I haven't heard of anyone dying. Warden can't make money off us if we're dead. Funny thing though, the more a guard does it, the meaner he gets. So they rotate him through.
I'll probably change Miranda's armor back. It is kind of obscuring her eyes a bit. As cool as that armor looks, it kind of looks like a Nier Automata armor.
I should go.
Wish I could go.
So some of the population are in cryo, some are just in regular prison cells. Hello? An evil bald guy.
I hear the screaming in my head.
Wait.
It's nice. Yeah.
Evil bald guy. Evil bald guy. This is the prison of evil bald guys. Guys, we are home. This is where I belong. What the fuck, Mass Effect? I understand that you might shave their heads. Because for cleanliness. Yeah, where the hell are we going?
Processing's through the door on the far side of the room.
Thank you. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be fighting in here. This looks like strategic cover. Let's just look the other way first. Yep. Oh, there's a guard anyway. Hello there.
This is the Supermax wing. It's off limits. Out processing is back down the hall on your right.
Sure.
They'll bring your package there after the cryo thaw is finished.
Wow. It is interesting, right? How, you know, there was the afterlife reference thing in Omega. Maybe they spent a bit of time reading the original, not necessarily just the Mike Pondsmith Cyberpunk 2020, but maybe they spent time reading more cyberpunk and less sci-fi. Do you know what I mean? Because this definitely has a more, so far the game has a much more corporate, kind of cynical feel to the places and people, you know, the experiments, the lack of morals, the privatization, Cerberus as, you know, being part of that, which is kind of like a lot of the core themes of kind of the whole cyberpunk movement in the 80s about, you know, the privatization of stuff and lack of government oversight and, you know, yeah, it just has that feel to it. So maybe they were just taking that more of a kind of Blade Runner cyberpunk style influence.
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer.
Really?
Drop your weapons and proceed into this open cell. You will not be harmed.
Did you realize Cerberus is just going to come here?
You talked up your noble intentions with this prison, but it turns out you're a criminal like the rest.
Activate systems.
Seriously?
And stay down.
What the hell is that?
Reinforce out processing. Shepard is loose.
We need to get Jack out of cryo.
Heads up!
Ow! I'm sorry, robot dog. I'm really, really sorry. Man, I can't believe they just try to double cross us like this. Uh-oh.
Here we go!
One less to worry about. I'll light him up.
That's not what I meant. Nice shots. Okay, this was kind of unnecessary,
Shepard
right?
is on the loose. Repeat, Shepard is loose. Get people down here.
Oh, I have to shoot the technician. Element 0, thank you. Purgatory security controls.
If we hack that control, every door on the cell block opens.
It's the only way to get Jack out of cryo.
I'm doing it. Be ready.
Uh-oh. Every con in here.
That's Jack?
Oh, it's a she. No way.
We have to get down there.
Oh god.
Warning. Warning.
Sounds like heavy fighting.
Oh god. And it's like we've released like a really powerful X-Man.
Oh, it's this.
Okay, nice.
All guards, restore order. Lethal force authorized, but don't kill Jack. Tex, lockdown, lockdown.
Sectors 7, 9, and 11 have lost life support. No survivors.
Oh man.
Powerful. She lacks subtlety.
Yeah, you don't say. Hey, yeah, where the hell do we go?
All prisoners, return to your cells immediately, or I'll open every airlock on this ship.
Night. Shepard, the warden has locked down the area behind you. You must find another exit route.
Hold fire, Shepard.
Oh, get out of there, Miranda! Okay, she's dead. Oh, we're dead. I didn't think that through.
It's about to go off.
It already went off, mate. Oh my. We're here to help you, Jack. Don't kill us.
Warning. Power plant damage has led to overload. Core systems failure imminent.
Sure. Oh, what? Are you serious, man? What the hell? I thought I got 3 attempts. Oh, that's some BS right there. Fine. Shit.
This guard got swarmed by prisoners with improvised weapons. He never had a chance.
Shows you what kind of people these prisoners are. I don't agree with everything they do here, but it's in the galaxy's best interests. This guard kept maniacs away from them.
Lockdown in blocks 4, 7, and 8.
This will put them down.
Nice shots.
The hull has been breached in sectors 12, 14, and 30. No survivors.
It's, you know, it's not as if we're like a renowned commander. Bollocks. Where was the last autosave? I should have gone backwards. Maybe we get to hack that thing again. Come on! No! Garrus, go on.
Lockdown in blocks 4, 7, and 8. Time to die.
I got it.
One less to worry about.
Nice!
The hull has been breached in sectors 12, 14, and 30. No survivors.
Engaging hostiles.
Overload deployed.
Go, drone, go! Oh no.
Here we go.
Right.
Disabling the mech.
Oh, we gotta move, guys! We gotta move!
Scratch one.
Right, drone, you distract him.
Firing now.
Gonna blow.
Come on, Miranda.
Take him down.
And stay down.
Right, come on, let's move up.
Fire in the hole.
Find Jack. Full alert. Find Jack.
Oh, there's a guy.
Mount that one.
Nice shot. Alright, Miranda's a bit squishy, but she's a biotic, so she just keeps getting caught a bit too far forward. Maybe that's my fault. Let's have a quick look around. This episode's getting a bit long, but so be it. Right.
Guards to cell block 1.
Let's not mess another one up. We might have to fight her, man. Is that the... Yeah.
You're valuable, Shepard. I could have sold you and lived like a king. But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture Jack.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Not happening. You're a 2-bit slave trader and I don't have time for it.
I do the hard things civil governments are unwilling to. This is for the good of the galaxy.
Yeah, sure. Where is he?
Overloading their systems. We're compromised.
Concussive shot ready.
Right, let's go.
Enemy down.
Damn it, it's one of those gimmicky boss fights.
Watch out.
Oh no. God damn it.
Fire in the hole.
Hostiles are on screen.
Deploying tech overload.
Oh, damn it, I didn't reload. Right, where is this idiot now? This cover is doing me no favors. Good job, drone. Ooh. Oh my.
Stop!
Oh my god.
Cerberus.
Oh no.
What the hell do you want?
I'm here to take you away.
You're in a bad situation, and I'm gonna get you out of here.
Shit, you sound like a pussy. I'm not going anywhere with you. You're Cerberus.
I don't work for them.
I'm working with Cerberus for now because they can help me.
With them, for them, I don't care. You show up in a Cerberus frigate to take me away somewhere? You think I'm stupid?
Look at your options, Jack.
This ship is going down in flames. We can get you to safety, and we're asking for your help.
We could just knock her out and take her.
I'd like to see you try.
No.
I'm not going to attack her.
Good. Look, you want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
You don't have to bargain. I mean, you'll just have your freedom.
Join my team and I'll do what I can for you.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I bet your ship's got lots of Cerberus databases. I want to look at those files, see what Cerberus has got on me. You want me on your team? Let me go through those databases.
Sure. I don't really care. Go on.
I'll give you full access.
Shepard, you're not authorized to do that.
Oh, it upsets the cheerleader. Even better. You better be straight up with me. So why the hell are we standing here?
Move out.
Let's go, Jack. Hit the road. Wow. Okay, she's cool, man. Created prisoner known as Jack for the team. Purgatory's betrayal of Shepard. Unacceptable. Fortunately, we were able to reverse the credit transfer. They have to take steps against Blue Suns to demonstrate consequences of interference. Okay, so we picked up damage protection, extra shotgun damage, we picked up a lot of 25k credits and some element 0. Okay, another squad member.
Welcome to the Normandy, Jack. I'm Miranda, Shepard's second in command. On this ship, we follow orders.
Tell the Cerberus cheerleader to back off, Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
Can we get her some clothes? Yeah, give her the files, man.
Miranda will let you into the system. Let me know what you find.
Hear that, Precious? We're going to be friends. You, me, and every embarrassing little secret. I'll be reading down in the hold, or somewhere near the bottom. I don't like a lot of through traffic. Keep your people off me. Better that way.
Yeah, there's a Krogan down there, be careful. Uh-oh. Okay, Miranda's pissed. Grunt's pissed because he's always pissed. Jack's pissed because she's probably always pissed as well. So everyone's mad with me. Wow, that should be interesting. We'll go and talk to Jack in the next episode, guys. This is run long, but it's the weekend episode, so we'll be back on Monday. So yeah, fascinating. We got Jack. We did a bunch of other side questing stuff that was interesting with the rogue VI, some relic hunting. And now we've got Jack on the team. We've got a real ragtag group of misfits, right? And we're in charge of them. And we've not even got all of them yet. So yeah, we'll go chat to Jack in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a like if you did. And just remember, everyone, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back on board the Normandy.